There's a certain level of cruelty that only a group of children can muster. When one is made to wear a retainer brace at age 8, it was surely an unpleasant sight, the metal headgear wrapped around her face. There were lots of stories about the night of her 9th birthday sleepover. Kids say she willed her metal brace into massive jaws, incising her way through the house. But it was no fault of her own. Mandible Judy isn't a nice name for a quiet little girl.
Hey, Bonnie.
Hi, Casey. Coming to pick up your check? Got it right here.
Great, thanks.
Sign here. How was your weekend?
Weird. I started a new job helping out a geologist downtown at the marsh. We ran into some pretty crazy people.
God, what happened to your arm?
It's all right. I just got attacked by some nutcase rock collector.
That's terrible. Did you call the police?
Nah, it's not that big of a deal. He was nuts or something. He jumped right off the rocks into the water. And my neighbor was chasing frogs around the marsh.
Frogs? That's strange. At the diner on Saturday, did the frogs look different than usual frogs?
Yeah, they were big and blue. And Mr. Darcy, my boss, said they shouldn't even be above water this late. They usually hibernate when it starts to get cold.
I saw some frogs like that at the diner. And the guy who had them was acting totally weird too, like he was mental or something.
Casey, can you come into my office when you get a chance?
Sure, Doc. I'll see you on the way out, Bonnie.
Did I hear you say you were working with Connor Darcy?
Yeah, you know him?
Not directly, no.
Yeah, well, we didn't get much work done. This old guy attacked Mr. Darcy for no reason. He looked sick.
How do you mean?
Well, his face was all blotchy, and he seemed really out of it. He was taking rocks from the site that Mr. Darcy was studying, and he hit me with it.
That looks nasty. Must hurt.
A little.
I can help you out with that.
Yeah. It's been bothering me. That would be great.
But I have a few questions for you first. We'll keep this conversation between us, though, okay?
Yeah. That's fine.
Okay, then. Can you tell me what Connor Darcy is studying at the marsh?
Well, he said he's examining the rocks, something about unusual properties. He didn't say much else.
Do you know who he's working for? One of my patients, Kenny, in fact, might have been affected by something at the marsh when he was working with Darcy. I just want to know what might have caused his symptoms.
Well, I don't know who he's working for, but there was a loud noise when we left. We had to wear protective earmuffs. I didn't know rocks could make noise like that. The whole day was just weird.
Okay. Here, take these.
Thanks.
There'll be more where that came from, if you can keep me informed about Darcy's work.
Oh, okay, Doctor. Doc, is everything all right with the police?
You don't have to worry about that, Casey. I've been in touch with Patrolman Mazzanti. We're working it out.
Okay. Wait. We stopped for gas, and I paid with his credit card while he made a phone call. Here's a receipt. It's a company card.
That is very helpful, Casey. Very helpful.
Hello, Becker Pharmaceutical.
Yes, I'm calling for Magnus Becker. This is Dr. Anton Fusi. We seem to have a mutual interest in Mudscoggin, Connecticut.
Thank you. Please hold.
Doctor, Kenny Howard is here for his appointment.
Thank you, Bonnie. Show them in. Kenny, I'm sorry you aren't feeling well. Let's see what we can do about that.
Oh, I'm worried, Doctor. Kenny's behavior has changed. And his face.
I'm okay, Dad. Just... pain in my jaw.
There might be something going around. Let me take a look. You say Kenny's behavior has changed?
He snuck out of the house the other day and came back with rocks and some frogs. He was covered in mud. And listen to him. He's not himself.
The frogs will help. It's okay.
How will the frogs help, Kenny?
I need the frogs.
Okay, Kenny.
Son,
Bonnie, close the door, please.
no one is going to take away your frogs. We just want to help you.
He's running a fever. He might have an impacted molar that's infected. I'll have to take some x-rays. This shot should relieve his symptoms a bit. This will only hurt for a moment, Kenny.
Hello, East Haddam Cycle Shop.
Marco, it's me. Can you pick me up at 7?
Okay. Will Fousey be gone by then?
Yeah, he leaves at 6, sometimes earlier.
Okay, I'll see you then. But it's in and out quick, okay?
Right, okay. Maybe bring your bike around the back, just in case.
You know, with the police in the picture now, things can heat up fast.
I know. But we only copied tapes up to last week. I think there are only 2 left, but they might help.
They're gone. Bond, that means he knows something's up.
Right.
What are you doing? We need to get out of here.
Remember I told you I made photocopies of Judy's folder? We've got to take them with us.
Okay, but... Is that his car?
Damn it! Out the back, quick!
We have to lock his office back up. They're coming in the back. We've got to hide.
Oh, God. In here.
Please, sit down. Can I take your coat?
I'll hold on to it, Doctor.
Okay. Before we talk about the tapes, I want to fill you in on a few details that I think might lead to a more beneficial arrangement between us.
I'm all ears.
God, it's your dad.
Science has always looked like black magic to the layman. What might sound like heartless experimentation to you is much more complicated in reality.
And your jury's going to be just that, layman. What do you think they'll make of those tapes?
Yes, of course, I don't want it to come to that. But there's no reason why you shouldn't be able to grasp the importance of what I'm doing here. Hear me out. Certain patients of mine are exhibiting traits that are unknown to humankind. All these patients live near or have been exposed to some sort of environmental effect coming from Mudscoggin Marsh. But more importantly, I have found a promising treatment that can harness the power of these mutations to quite literally change the path of human evolution.
Fascinating. But I'm pretty sure they don't give the Nobel Prize to psycho doctors.
I'm not just talking about awards. There is a huge potential for financial gain in this. Imagine the fortune of the lucky man, or men, with the power to evolve an individual decades ahead of the rest of humanity.
He's a monster.
Come on, Doctor. Even if you're right, I know the way this crap works. You're always a few more tests away from developing the product. And how the hell do you think the FDA is going to allow this?
When they see the results, they'll have to agree.
Okay, I'll give you the benefit of the doubt. But I'm an impatient man. I want a retainer for keeping this quiet. You do all the experiments you want, but you keep me happy while you're doing it, or it's all gonna come crashing down.
Oh my God. No. Dad.
You're thinking small, Patrolman. I can't blame you. This all must seem preposterous to you. When I show you my progress, maybe you'll reconsider. I could use a partner with your resourcefulness. Things would move faster.
You have my terms. I'll expect a weekly payment from your shell company. Let me know when you want to show off your Superman. That I wouldn't miss for anything.
They're gone. I'm so sorry, Marco. I don't know what to say.
Well, they are perfect together. The sick dentist and the blackmailing cop. Now we're really on our own.
"73 miles, Bo. 73 miles to see our poor little girl."
73.2 miles. We bring our Judy home.
Well, I think it might be best if we go visit Willie. You haven't seen your sister in a long time.
Well, Willie.
Willie will be so happy to see you. And her beautiful niece.
My sister Willie. I have my rocks to show her.
Judy doesn't belong in that horrible place, Bo.
Westmore Estates,
It's a horrible place for a child. But Judy knows she won't have to be there much longer.
She told us with the radio.
She knows. She'll be ready.
Thanks for listening to Mandible Judy. Our cast is Aaron Lillis, David Steele, Mike Hall, John Constantine, Nancy Graham, Tyler Jackson Price, Gabriel Hicks, Ty Anderson, Chris Burke, Bonnie Bogovich, and Tamri Adele. Music is by Glowmag. If you want to support the show, go to patreon.com/mandiblejudy, or just click the subscribe button wherever you listen. This is Damien Lacedaemian. I'll catch you next week.